This opinion is a little tempered with the way I was raised, and I'll explain it in a minute. I believe that ASL should be taught in the school system along with Spanish and French or German or Latin or whatever foreign languages you're teaching in the system. And here's why. Even if you don't remember the signs, I barely remember the Spanish words that I've taken back in high school for 3 years. You will still have the understanding of the culture, the deaf culture, the community, and the appreciations of them, and the difficulties that they face every day, because not everybody knows sign language. So there's communication barriers that they have to get around with by using their phone, by writing things down, by using the interpreter in random things, or by just voicing it out loud. Like me, I can talk. Some people can talk and they could choose to use their voice, but they can also choose not to use their voice because we can be subconscious. We do sound weird to you simply because we can't hear ourselves. This is where I'm going to be telling you my backstory. My doctor, as soon as my doctor or audiologist diagnosed me with profound hearing loss, and the second my mom, she was the one who found out about Cochlear Implant, brought it up with our doctor. My doctor told my parents to not teach me sign language if I want Cochlear Implant and for it to be successful. Can you imagine my parents raising me the first 5 years without communication? No sign language. They had to gesture like, you come here, sit, eat, like basic gesture. There's no conversation. I can't hear them saying, I love you, oh yes I do, you're such a good girl, or oh my god, good job, or anything like that. I didn't have that for the first 5 years. And I wish I was given sign language on top of speech therapy. And you don't have to sign with the ASL grammar, which is, let's say, where is the hospital? In ASL you say hospital where. You don't have to sign it that way. You can sign it with English grammar, and that would have helped my parents and teachers understand me. Whenever I talk and sign, they would immediately see what I'm trying to say and go, oh, honey, the word that you're trying to say is pronounced this way, not that way. And they could sign that specific word providing me not only the auditory cues with the processor that I was still getting used to. I would still see the visual cues. I'm a visual learner. If I see that and have auditory on top of that word, I would have a better chance at retending that information. The other thing that I'm missing out on not learning ASL is that I had to restrict my friend group to the hearing world. While yes, I have friends from hearing impaired program, however, they're like me. They have hearing aids, they have cochlear implants, they talk, they don't know sign language. Well, I had one friend who knows sign language, but he went to a different school, so that's why he knows sign language, is because that school he went to allowed sign language while my school didn't. You cannot even learn it, and so therefore technically my friends would be considered to be part of hearing world because of our training. If I had ASL, I would be able to go back and forth the hearing world and the deaf world and be able to be friends with just about anybody either way. I could talk around my hearing world and I could sign around my deaf world, and it'd be much easier for me to deal with identity crisis that I had when I was growing up in the hearing impaired program. I didn't feel being different strain as much because I had my group of friends who were like me. So that was enough for me. I was fine. I didn't care if my group of friends were this group. I didn't care. However, when I moved out of the program, I graduated from the program 4 years early and was mainstreamed for the last 4 years. That was a huge whiplash for me, and that was where I had to find myself among the hearing people who weren't like me. And that was when I felt like I need to hide myself. I need to make them think that I'm normal, that I'm just like them, instead of showing them I'm deaf. I have a cochlear implant. This is who I am. If you don't like it, keep walking. If you like it, we'll be friends. And that was rough. But thankfully, I got myself situated to a point where I basically don't care if you know I'm deaf anymore. Hence the haircut. I had long hair, like down here, down to my waist. I would hide it. Now I'm just like, if you like it, if you have a question about it, I'll answer anything. Like, literally, I'll answer anything my friends were to ask. Like, what is it like here through the process? What is it like here to be deaf? What is it like growing up deaf? What is it like, blah, 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 blah. There you go. On the silver platter, all for you to know about. If you have any more questions on top, or have any more questions that I didn't answer during my rather long-winded lesson, please drop them down below in the comment and I will answer them ASAP. And if the questions are really hard to explain in the message, I will gladly make a Q&A video about it and hopefully and make them clearer. And if you find this very helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you next Saturday.